welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Mayor Barbara Buffaloe.
I like how you have to look at the notes.
I know.
Like, wait, this is not our first, daily blend.
And I did not have to look at the notes. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Donica.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
It's been a minute.
It has been. I was like, I love this. And plus, this set is so fancy.
Well, thank you. We're fancy around here.
Yes.
We're fancy. Okay, so, I could just say what's happening in the city, but so much.
There's always something going on in the city.
Yes, so many things. But specifically, you're here to talk about the Community Summit.
Yes. So this Saturday is our second ever Community Summit. So the Community Summit is a day where it's basically all hands on deck for everything City of Columbia. So we encourage people to come downtown to City Hall between 9 a.m. and noon. And we have all of every single department, every single division is represented there. And you're walking around and you're learning about the city, but also you're helping vote on your priorities.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you a hint.
I was going to say, tell me a little about that. What does that mean?
Right. So obviously, we have a lot of input that we get from the community on like how we need to think about for our budgeting, what are our priorities, where neighborhoods want us to focus on. So we then put that into our plans, right? One of those inputs is the citizen survey, which we do in the fall. We had those results back in December. And the other one is there's multiple ways, but also the Community Summit. So last year we had over 300 people come through City Hall in that 3-hour period. And they voted on everything from like what sort of like playground equipment do they want to see? What areas of recycling do we want to expand into? What destinations do they want us to fly out of, like COU to go to? And so, last year we actually used that data from the Community Summit when I went to American Airlines and to other airlines and like United and talking about how we wanted additional destinations. Denver and Charlotte were in the top 3. Well, guess what we got last year?
Now we have Denver
I'm not saying
Charlotte.
the Community Summit is the results, but it helps show that interest from our community.
Yes, and I don't know if most people know, maybe if they haven't been behind the scene, that's even how that works.
Right.
Like you guys have to go to these airlines and like pitch your city and why you should get these other routes.
Yeah. So they don't, they obviously have tons of like metrics. I feel like it's like Moneyball, like the movie, right? Where they're looking at all these statistics, but it also shows that community input, that efforts that we need for it. One of the other things that we talked about at the Community Summit last year was like when we're thinking about economic development, what sort of programs would you like to help entrepreneurs? So, we have our small business mini grants that we do through regional economic development. And so those investments are investments in our community. And so we're asking people to come downtown 9 to noon on Saturday, March 14th, to give us their input on like, where do you want us to invest your dollars? Yeah, that's great. And I think that we should make sure that people understand that everybody is welcome to come downtown to share their thoughts. When you say everybody, because there's also kids activities. We'll have kids performances happening, like Jabberwocky will have a performance. We'll have different sorts of activities going on. Snacks obviously are there because snacks are what get the college students to come. But one of the other cool things is that this year we partnered with the downtown district. And so there's at least 18 businesses, if not more, that are offering specials if you come down for the Community Summit. So like some places you get like a free cookie with your cup of coffee, or some of the places have like 20% off, their regular price things. And then also parking is free. We're having parking be free on Saturday.
So so everybody, parking is free on this Saturday only,
14th,
though. Now don't go down there next Saturday and be like, why did I get a ticket? The mayor said parking was free on Saturdays.
I have a lot of power, as social media tells me. So
yes, it's free on the 14th.
Yes.
For the Community Summit.
Yeah, so we want people to come down, plan to spend a little bit of time because, again, we are a full service city, right? As we continue to grow, the expectations of what it is that the city does continues to grow. And so we want people to give their input on what's important to them.
Okay. And what are the time, from what time to what time?
Yeah. So come down Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to noon. You'll get a goodie bag. There's usually other sort of giveaways happening there. It's at City Hall. So that's 701 East Broadway. You can park anywhere for free downtown. Plan to spend some time with us, have some snacks, and give us your feedback on what's important to you.
Okay. And so that doesn't mean, though, it's not like it starts at 9. Like
no,
you don't have
it's an open house.
Okay,
right?
That's what I was
thank you. No, it's an open house. I went there last year. I probably went there around 10 a.m. I think when I was there. I was there for at least an hour before I had to go to another thing, and I only got to like half of the stuff.
Really?
So you can kind of prioritize. There'll be representatives like, from the police department, from the fire department. You'll have people from utilities. You can ask them your questions about recycling or potholes or anything that you're ever inquisitive about with the city government. You can have your expressions heard there.
So that's a really good time then for you to come, and because people have things that they would like to know or they have questions, and maybe sometimes they wonder if anybody's listening.
Yes.
Especially if they're just inputting on a website.
Yes. Yeah. So that's one of the things, right? We've been doing a really targeted outreach from the City of Columbia over the last 2 years to get out into the community, hear more from our community members. We have our Let's Talk Locals, which are where every council representative in their ward will host an event and anyone can come and talk. We have the Community Summit, obviously. We have our budget town halls and the different town halls we're doing where it's like, here's what budget 101. This is what goes into a city budget. Here's what we do with it. What are your priorities? And all of that feedback comes to the staff, comes to the city manager, and comes to the council. So then when we're making decisions, we know we're making it with your voice in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. And so when you hear people saying, oh, nobody's listening, well, here's a time for you to come out and learn some things.
Yes.
Learn some things.
Maybe get some of those, I heard this on Facebook. Maybe get some of those questions answered from people like the police chief or our city manager. Yeah. Because we see a lot of that chatter out there. And I just want people to have an opportunity. Local government is really, you run into us at the grocery store. You see us at the kids pickup line or at Cosmo for your kids soccer game. And we're really approachable. We're accessible. And so it's really about making sure that you're taking advantage of that and talking to us about what your priorities are so that we can make sure we put that into action.
Yeah. Conversations are important. And conversations really nice off too. Social media are very important.
I would agree, Adonica, with 100%.
Conversations off social media are important. So I think people can go to como.gov/communities-summit and get more information.
They can.
But for the most part, March 14th from 9 to 12.
Correct. Downtown City Hall.
Downtown City Hall. And downtown parking is free only on March 14th.
March 14th, right.
I don't want anybody to email you and say, I got a ticket on Saturday, the next one.
Right.
Because you said it was free.
Oh, hush, Adonica.
Thank you so much for being here.